Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires, a brand new campaign as Ted, Bear Penetrator. We're playing as the Daemon Prince because I saw a recent video by Nemesis of the channel, Colonel Damders. I prefer Nemesis over Friend of the channel because Friend sounds a bit woolly and huggy, doesn't it? Whereas Nemesis sounds sinister and dangerous, which is kind of the vibe I want to try and generate. Anyway, the point is he did a video on the Godslayer Overhaul mod by Mortrau, which was very good. I'll put a link to that in the description. And basically he says that it fixes some of the problems that the Daemon Prince suffers from. So I was like, well, I like the idea of the Daemon Prince. He's just not well executed, unfortunately. The idea of having a build your own Daemon Prince is really nice. Like, that's a really good idea. I like that a lot. Lots of customization options there. Unfortunately, only the Daemon Prince gets it. Also, the Daemon Prince is the faction in many regards because they don't have a tech tree. You've just got the Daemon Prince bits. Most of these bits won't get used. I will say that the Overhaul mod does add a huge number of new bits and pieces to the Daemon Prince, and also makes them quite a bit stronger. Because one of the main problems the Daemon Prince had at release was the fact that even at max power level, he was still a bit shit. This is because, two reasons. One, he doesn't have items, so you can't equip an obsidian blade to him. Two, he doesn't actually have any combat skills. All of these skills are to do with his army and, I mean, mostly just his army, to be honest. That's because the Lord's army gets like a load of buffs. No one else does. So, Ted is very much the faction. They don't get any tech. He's so much more important than Ed. And also, I just wish if you acquired those bits, you could potentially like get other Daemon Princes. Maybe the Daemon Prince should be the Daemon Prince faction. You know? Just a thought. Anyway, so the Godslayer Overhaul does a few things. It adds souls, so we get the demonic... No, that's the wrong one. Demonic manifestations. Oh, sorry, unholy manifestations. So we get to be able to create rifts, which is quite fun, and we get the others as well. I mean, gotta be honest, the rift one's the most interesting one because it allows you to fast travel around the map, which is really, really cool and should be open to more factions, in my opinion. And also gives you a slew of new bits and pieces with some really nice abilities and powers on them. So, for example, if we look at the Golden Visage, that is going to give us things like Winds of Cost, reduction for Law of Metal. We get Gehenna's Golden Hounds upgraded. We get the Gehenna's Golden Globe as the spell for Faction Leader's Army. We get the Gaze of Fate, Word of Change. Loads of new bits and pieces, which is really nice. That's really nice. Like, that feels like it makes a difference, doesn't it? So really like that. So we kind of have to decide what we're going to do. Now we do have the Victory Condition Overhaul mod, which again I love because it gives you various different ways to win the game, and they're also usually quite interesting and give you nice bonuses as well. So for example, we got Route 1 here, Ascension, where we need to occupy, loot, raise or sack 35 different settlements and ascend in service to any god. I mean, this is pretty basic. This is probably the short victory condition, but it does give us the ability World Slayer, which gives us magic item drop chance, campaign movement range after winning a battle, and upkeep reduction for all demon units. That actually feels worth it. Then we've got Prince of the Wastes, which is going to ask us to destroy Archaon, Boris, and Be'lakor. Actually, we can vassalize Be'lakor. Look at that. I might try and vassalize the bitch. Anyway, that will give us the Ever Chosen. So we get the Crown of Domination, which is... That's pretty meh, but still. I think demons are already immune to psychology, aren't they? I think. But we get more global recruitment capacity and diplomatic relations, which is fine. And we also get the Slayer of Kings, the Shard Blade, and the Blade of Shadows. So basically we get the magic items from the characters we have just defeated, which is neat. Now, I will say that obviously we can't equip these because we are the Daemon Prince, but we can give them to our other generals should we wish. So that would be quite nice. And then finally, we've got Succeeding You. So we need to destroy the Ice Court and the Great Orthodoxy. We need to raise or conquer Prague, Eringrad, or Kislev. And that will give us, and this is probably my favourite victory condition, the God of Kislev, which is going to give us hit points, armour, base weapon damage, and barrier hit points. And it's also going to give us the Frostmourne effect. It's going to cause attrition to enemy armies within your territory. It's also going to give us the Blizzard spell. Nice. Like that a lot. Of course, if you've played the prologue, where the Daemon Prince is, like, created, you play as a Kislev prince who has a bad day and eventually picks up a cursed sword, even though we know that's a bad idea. If you see a cursed sword lying around, do not pick that fucking thing up. It's a terrible idea. We know this. It's a given. But he picks it up and basically goes a little bit off the rails. So he then becomes a Daemon Prince. It can happen to the best of us. Anyway, obviously that story is pretty reminiscent of the Warcraft 3 story, where Arthas goes and picks up Frostmourne and goes a little bit off the rails. Sure. There's definitely parallels to be drawn there. To be fair, I don't think Warcraft 3 was the first story where some guy picks up a cursed thing and goes a little bit off the rails. I think it's happened before. It'll happen again. Cursed swords lying around all over the place. It's just a given, isn't it? So we can't really come down too hard on CA for stealing that, can we? Is that plagiarism? Like, it was pretty obvious. As soon as I played the prologue, the first thing I did when I got early access to Warhammer 3, I played the prologue. I was like, well, that seems like the entry point, doesn't it? We'll play that. And within about 10 minutes, I went, this is basically Warcraft 3, isn't it? Like, surely someone must have noticed and gone, it seems a bit reminiscent, doesn't it? Maybe it's an homage. It's basically what plagiarism is, isn't it? An homage. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we are going to start off with a bit more with the all-seeing eye. Well, they're not going to see this coming. Now, obviously, usually I fight the first battle of a brand new campaign. It's got a new campaign battle smell. On this case, however, it's barely worth fighting this because these guys are fucking scrubs. There's no real first battle. Now, our main choice here is going to be, what are we going to pick as I don't like going undivided. It feels a bit wishy-washy. I like to go full-bore Chaos God. Now, I want to go Nurgle, but that's me. So we're not going to do Nurgle. Now, we could do Khorne, but we've got a DLC coming up with a Khorne Lord in it, so... Which means either we go Slaanesh or we go Tzeentch. Now, we have played the Changeling quite a while ago, in fairness. I think we might go Slaanesh. Do we go to Horny Jail? I think we're going to Horny Jail. We're going to Horny Jail. Let's get some Furies, because Furies are great. Now, their capital's over here. I think we want to try and take this ASAP. What do we got here? We probably want the growth building, which is going to be a ladder one. Yes. And what do we got here? So, Circle of Bloody Fights. It's fun. We could... I think let's give campaign movement range, which is pretty legit. I do quite like... We already got that, though. What does this do? Campaign line of sight, enemy hero action success chance, blah blah, meh. What's this do? More money. Well, I know what I'm doing. A hidden cult. A hidden cult in the army of the Daemon Prince. I don't think that's necessary, but sure. Do we just want to go campaign movement range? I kind of feel like maybe we do. Yeah, let's go Slaanesh. Let's go to Horny Jail. So we're gonna hit their capital rather than head south. We want to hit their capital because the likelihood is their armies are building up in the capital. We need to get down there. We need to bop them. We need to bop them now. Right. If we go over here, we can still recruit. Yes, I knew it. I freaking knew it. The Chaos Furies are... I mean, we've got quite a lot of semi-decent units, so I'm just going to go Chaos Furies. The Slaanesh Furies are really quite good because they do get that armor piercing. So not only is their melee attack very nice, and they can drop directly, they get Devastating Flanker as well, and they can drop directly onto units, but they can shred their armor. Not that's as useful against demons who don't tend to have a huge amount of armor, but still, I'll take what I can get. Do we have anything else to do? I don't think so. Can we reach you? Does going into encampment stance actually cost anything? I don't think it does. Right, come here, you little bugger. Oh, we can only recruit bloody... Did we not build the... Oh, no, we didn't build... I was like, did we build the Slash building? Nope, we didn't build the Slash. We built the money building. Like the fool I am. That's fine. We can take him. We can take him. We've got this. The fact is, demons all have magical attacks, so... What do... I guess the Zinch Furies get barrier, don't they? I've never really seen... And the barrier seems very weak. Barrier seems to just drop away as soon as you touch them with anything. I've never really rated a barrier, to be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Barriers always seem a bit, I don't know, wishy-washy. Don't care. I would prefer the armor piercing. Give me the armor piercing. Right, here we go. First battle of a brand new campaign. It's got that siege battle smell. God, that's more stuff than I would like to face, but, well... This is going to be a tough fight, but it's certainly doable. I have set all of my flying units, of which I've got, well, quite a lot, along the south wall. I was expecting them to throw a little bit more to try and fend this off, but they did not. Actually, this might work out in my favour, as the Furies mob the few units on the walls and rip them to pieces fairly easily. Well, that's happening. Teds and the Plague Drones are going to take out another unit. And then, realistically, there's only 2 more units left, I think. Yeah, there's 1 unit guarding this barricade facing the wrong way. And then there's this unit wandering around. Then there's some Furies further in. However, most of the enemy army is currently trying to fend off our main attack on this side gate here. And luckily they didn't annoyingly open the gate, so I can just hopefully kick that in pretty quickly. Yep, looks like that's going to be fine. Get access to the city. Now, the key here is we need to keep as much of the enemy army busy as possible while my flyers systematically take the enemy army apart. So these blue horrors just getting absolutely annihilated as we drop 3 units of Furies on their heads. The Furies are very, very fragile, but in mass numbers, and particularly dropping in from above, and particularly the Celeste ones with their extra flanking bonus, not to mention their armor piercing, they can really do quite a lot of damage. The Khorne ones are really nasty. The Zinch ones not so much, and the Nurgle ones are kind of lame because the only thing they've got is Plague. They've just got... Well, no, they've got poison attacks, really. They've got poison attacks is what they've got, and to be honest, everything in Nurgle's army's got poison attacks, so it's sort of like... Eh? Meh? So now, having annihilated 5 units of the enemy army, we're now moving to and knock out these Furies. This hot Fury on Fury action. And once we've dealt with them, we can push and help out the rest of our attack. Obviously, the Bloodletters of Khorne should be pretty good against the Blue Horrors. Being that these guys have that bonus burst infantry, plus for some reason they just slap. Honestly, the Bloodletters always get ludicrous amounts of kills in spite of their... I mean, their stats are good, don't get me wrong, but I've seen units with better stats not get as many kills. I don't know what it is about the Bloodletters, but they just absolutely rip through units. Nobody's business. More units of Bloodletters fighting more Pink Horrors. I think we have... Yeah, there we go. We have finished with the Furies, and we're now pouring over the walls of the ruined citadel. Like a tidal wave. To pick off yet more units of blue and pink horrors. Key here is keep as many of these units occupied as possible so they can't open fire on me. and then pick them apart in melee combat. Although the enemy do have units in reserve, their number of units is dwindling rapidly. I mean, they started this battle with 2,400 and they're down to 1,200. Oof. That's rough. And dropping rapidly. Yeah, that's going down pretty quick. Allowing the Furies to pick off units one at a time was not a great idea. Furies finishing off those units, and now we're backed up by our ground units. So we've got the Seekers of Slaanesh and the Doggos racing through, hunting down any units. I will say, I mean, for the Steeds of Slaanesh, the Demonettes are obviously quite lithe, but the Steeds of Slaanesh do look, they're thick, aren't they? They've got chunky thighs. Thick thighs kill lives. They've also got the little party blower tongues. Just like a, as I always say, I always thought that, you know, why have you got the party blower tongue? That doesn't seem... But Slaanesh, of course, is the god of, well, tits. But also excess, isn't he? Excess and just too much stuff. So you've got Noise Marines. And then I went to a 4-year-old's birthday party. And at one point, all of the 4-year-olds in this village hall were running around with party blowers, blowing them at the same time. And yes, I can concede that is too much. That was an assault on the senses. So actually, bang on. Obviously, when they were coming up with the Steeds of Slaanesh, someone went, "I've been at a 3-year-old birthday party. I know what that's like." Party blowers. That's what they are. Basically, just party blowers. Furies coming in to mop up the survivors at this point. I was basically like, yeah, just throw everything we've got at them. It's fine. We may lose a couple of units of Furies, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing for them to make. We can replace them. After we've dealt with these guys, we should have a relatively easy time mopping this faction up. This was a tough bit. Taking their capital early on is a tough bit. As Ted battles the Lord of Change in the skies. They've also got some of these Screamers of Zinch, which are kind of a weird unit. They've got a lot of bonus first large, but overall I would say they're kind of shit. Personally, I would say Furies are probably more effective. While the Screamers are a little bit tankier, overall they're just kind of worse than Furies, I think I would come down on. Well, the enemy garrison is slowly succumbing. Those Screamers not really able to do... They're kind of a weird unit. I don't know. Yeah. They never seem to do as much damage as you think. You throw them against a large unit where you think, well, they'll do quite well against that, and they don't. So, yeah, just take Furies instead. Obviously, Zinch doesn't get the good Furies, but still, given the choice. Ted currently missing any abilities or items that he can particularly use, but he does have a couple of abilities. He does have the sword one. He's got, what's he got? Mortal Blow, and he's got Demonic Onslaught. And it looks like that Lord of Change has had enough. Okay. We dealt with a big problem, and we just need to mop them up. Well, we didn't lose as many units as I thought we would, which is nice. Yeah, obviously we're doing big Slaanesh action. That could have been a lot worse. How much money did we make? Not as much as I would like, but it'll do. Do we want money, or do we want... Probably want... do we want growth? Let's think about this. We can't really... Where's our demons? There they are. Wait, no. Oh, yes, there we go. There we go. Right, okay. Do we want to get some Hellstriders? Maybe. Maybe we just want to go growth for a minute. Alright. Comparatively, not too bad. Let's refill our Furies. We'll get the Sour Guts in here as well, because we want to try and wipe this faction out as quickly as possible. Before we do that, however, is there anyone we can make friends with? Nah, it's fine. Who needs friends? Who needs friends when you've got body part? Holy shit, we're not 4 skill levels. Bloody hell. Also, nope, that one. There we go. We got some more bits. Oh, we got a few bits. Hang on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What we got? We got a torso. I'm a torso. Marcus Lash. Very nice. And what do we want? Battle axe or a jagged spear? I might go with the spear, because it's going to give me that anti-large. It's only 5 bonus first large mind. 25% armor piercing. You know what? I might go with the spear just because the armor piercing and also the anti-large. Let's go with that. It also gives us a fiendish musk. I know how that's like. Well, I know what that's like. There we go. That's English. Melee attack, melee defense, speed, and ward save. Lovely. Start us ticking along, won't it? Now, I don't actually think the Slanesh line here is particularly good. What do we need for this? 4 skill points. Well, you know what? The construction time for province capital settlement buildings actually might not be the worst. Like, -2 is pretty big. It takes 5 turns, so that's going to cut that down to 3. Enemy leadership in the region is -6. That sounds pretty good. Income for buildings faction wide +5. That sounds pretty good. Recruitment and local. All that sounds pretty good. I mean, I could do this, and then we could go more. I mean, we don't have a huge amount of money at the moment, but then the extra control. You know what? I'm going to grab this and then extra movement. I think. Benediction from the gods. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so now we just need to take the Port of Secrets and the Tower of Flies. And Bob's your uncle. If you have an uncle called Bob. Okay, no time to hang about. He's probably at the Tower of Flies, isn't he? Well, we can do... Wow, really? Really? Why is my replenishment so bad? Is it just bad? I think it should be that bad. Oh. Oh. Right. Yes. Okay. Well. Well, there we go. We'll just get some more Furies, because Furies are pretty good. They're not amazing, but when it comes to tearing things to little pieces, not bad as a flanking unit. As we saw, obviously. They are fragile, though, and the problem is they're fragile, and they're also a unit that will disintegrate at the drop of a hat. Which is a problem. Okay, are we going to have to fight this, or can I auto-resolve it? Oh, okay, it's actually not too bad. You know what? I think we're gonna go full Slanesh. Let's go full Slanesh. Did we get any bits? No, I don't think we did. Shame. Shame. To get a skill point. Do I want to put it in this one? I kind of feel like... What does the... Right, this gives us... I mean, ambush success chance. Hero action success chance. Interesting. Recruitment cost is not really worth it, to be honest. I mean, I would like the replenishment. It's only for this lord. Jeez, wait, what? So that's replenishment, wound recovery time, enemy hero, action, success chance. If we get 4 in here... Okay, let's grab this one then. Oh! Oh! Epidemius! You appear to have taken my thing. Well, I guess we know who's getting it next, don't we? Now, I can't do much about this at the moment, but I really do... It's kind of... It's the fucking realms of chaos. How are the winds of magic this bad? God damn. God damn. Okay. I need 1,000... So I've got 0 souls. I need to go and find some mortals to beat up. What do we like here? Chaos adjacent, maybe. What does growth? Income from all buildings. More control. Well, do we need control? Not really. Income from all buildings may not be the worst thing, but the extra growth would be pretty good. Hang on, is this a 3-set? Oh, it is. Oh, sorry, that's that. Okay, so Epidemius has his own province. I mean, that might be fine. We could potentially be friends with Epidemius, couldn't we? Conquer. We kind of want to go in this direction anyway, because Ursun's down here. Oh, Boris. Oh, Bozza. So we probably want to head in that direction anyway.
Chaos incarnate.
But what I really want is better units. If we grab you, what I want is more money.
Will burn. Minions, bow before your
Right, let's grab you guys. I did notice we got some news. We've got a scythed arm. In fact, we got 2 scythed arms, which is going to give us a ballet of blows, which is a nice little bonus there. We get Sufferific Musk, which obviously will be stacking with our Fiendish Musk. It's like wearing 2 types of links. Sorry, axe body spray, isn't it? Overpowering. So we get the Lash of Slaanesh upgraded. We get more armor. I mean, this is looking pretty good. Although, ironically, for Slaanesh, it's going to make it very tough to have a wank, isn't it? Like, how's that going to work? You're going to be very careful. And even then, it's going to be tricky. So, there we go. We did get Doom Sword as well, but I kind of like my tough wank arms. So, that's what we're going to go with. Oh, weird little eye. Okay, good. I think killing Bozza sooner rather than later is probably the best option. Actually, chill there a sec, because I need to get you some Winds of Magic. Otherwise, demons are going to be sad. Do we have anything? Oh, I do. Well, I can upgrade. Can I upgrade? I can upgrade you guys if I get to the right level. I can upgrade you to Chaos Warriors if you get the right level as well. Wait, could we upgrade? Hang on. Oh, I can't upgrade you. That's a shame. Can upgrade you to Exalted Pink Horrors. You don't upgrade. Blue Horrors don't upgrade to Pink Horrors. Which I guess is true. Is it true? I could do this. So if I can I just travel something? I could make a rift, couldn't I? Ooh, that's an option. We'll mull that over. I'm not sure. What I want to do is try and... I think Boris might be moving for this city over here. We'll double check next turn to see who he's at war with. If he's making for that city, if we could maybe make for it at the same time, and then if he attacks the city, if we can attack him after he takes it, so he's weakened. Oh, Lord's Inch Glory. Thank you, I guess. Yes, he is at war with them. So I'm guessing he's probably making his way up here. We could always like take the tower off top. Mind you, now we're going this way. Let's keep soaking up that winds of magic. Hello, hello friends. I'm going to take the money from you. Because I'm going to use you as a shield against old Bozza. The Port of Secrets probably wants a bit of an upgrade, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh shit, we're not in the region, so it's going to take ages. Bugger. I should have thought of that. Never mind. I need to be here. I can always replenish, but we need that Winds of Magic. How much extra Winds of Magic does this give? 15. Okay, so we've got 0. Yeah. It's not like we've got many spells at the moment. We do have some spells. Oh, we've got Lash of Slanesh. Okay, we've got Lash of Slanesh. It's better than nothing.
Once I achieve true godhood.
Yes, Oh, Epidemius, no. Oh. Oh, you little shit. I thought we could be friends, Epidemius. Okay. What a pain in the arse. Honestly, you come up with a plan, it's ingenious, foolproof, and then someone comes and mucks it all up for you. I could use some extra cash, actually. At least, we've got some Winds of Magic back. Don't actually need that, do I now? Not really. We can live with that. Okay, time to kill Epidemius, and oh, Boris is coming this way. Do I? I think killing Boris is probably better than... I think we're in range. God, worst time ever, Epidemius, you piece of shit. Literally a piece of shit. He's literally a piece of shit. Okay, I mean, if he wants to take that, it's going to be tough for him. Oh, here comes Epidemius. He is marching. He is marching. Oh, what do we do? I think... Shit. God damn it, Epidemius. You absolute wanker. God damn it. Alright, Epidemius, you want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Now, obviously, this army is marching, which means they're very tired. First things first, we're going to knock out their air force. So, those rot flies are going down. Epidemius can summon in a unit of Exalted Plague Bearers. Now, the problem with these guys is that they will have those nasty death head things, which really do a lot of damage. Like, that's rough. It's rough. It is rough. They're rough. So, flying around with my no-wank arms, we're going to dodge those as best we can. That's it. That's it. Do a barrel roll, Fox. Sorry, Ted. Oh, ow, ow, ow. That's fine. You're alright. You're alright. No, you're not. You took a right face full of head there. Never mind. You should be used to it. So the rot flies are being picked off, which is good. That's going to give us air superiority. And obviously, they've only got 2 units that can actually shoot at us, so it's fine. The nice thing is these guys have only got 3 shots each, so they're down to 1 shot now. And as such, we're only going to have to dodge a little bit. We didn't take too much damage, so we are good. Okay, pulling our flyers back now, having done their job. But we do have some files. We've got the Seekers of Slanesh. Now, these guys... pretty killy, got that flanking bonus, reasonable charge, and we've got the doggos as well, and I am a big fan of the doggos. These guys are actually corn doggos, I didn't realise that, and so they've got frenzy, so they've got a little bit more killiness, which is nice. So we're going to harass their flank, because currently they're sitting back, sitting pretty, They don't want to come to me. They want me to come to them. But I'm lazy, so if they're not going to come to me, I'm going to make them suffer for it. So sort of harassing the flank here, moving these units around, peeling this unit of Plague Bearers away from the pack. Well, I've watched enough David Attenborough to know that being peeled away from the pack is a recipe for disaster. So that unit of Plague Bearers is getting eaten alive. Ted lands to intercept the Plague Bearers trying to reinforce their beleaguered friends. A couple of units of Furies dropping in as well, just to help finish the job. Just some Froggos advancing in. Come on, Ted. Don't be shy. He's going to be shy. He's going to run away. That's fair enough. We don't want to get too much attention, and that has drawn the enemy army in. So, we're going to wait until most of their units are committed, and then we're going to use the Furies to harass them. That's to say we can't still use the Seekers. Oh, they're also dropping goop on my head. Although, to be honest, dropping Rancid Visitation on the unit of Chaos Furies is actually comparatively fine. I'd much prefer them do that than to Ted, because if they do that enough, it might actually kill him. So the Seekers and the Doggos, backed up by a couple of units of Furies, are going to harass the enemy flank, while Ted's going to dodge some more Death Heads, poorly, and that he's just not fast enough, or he's too big as well. He's too much of a chonky boy. Not a great engagement for the Bloodletters, getting thrown around by the Plague Toads, but should be fine. I'll tell you what, I don't really rate the blue and pink horrors. Their missile fire never seems to do a huge amount of damage. I'm probably going to get rid of them as soon as I can. Okay, those Froggos chasing after the Doggos. Unfortunately for them, they've been caught. Seekers, Furies, and Doggos jump on them and immediately annihilate them. That unit goes down so fast. Just a perfect ambush. And that unit's now free to hunt down more. Okay, we do have a bit of a commission here. Now, I want Ted to take down Epidemius. Epidemius is... He is fairly killy, he's fairly tanky, he's not amazing. Where the fuck is he going? Jesus, he's not stopping, is he? He's just off. He's gone. Did he leave the fucking gas on or something? Jesus. Right, well that leaves him completely unprotected, which means Ted can just land on his little head and use his no-wang car. What the fuck is he doing? He's going for the pink horrors? Really? It's a ballsy manoeuvre. Bold playcon. Meanwhile, our ambush squads have ripped apart yet another unit of Plague Bearers in short shrift. The Furies are now harassing the enemy rear. Let's try and keep these Bloodletters in one piece, because I cannot replace them at the moment. Furies getting those rear charges using their flanking bonus. While ambush squads helping out on the flank now, splitting into two and taking out these Nurglings and also these Plague Bearers. How are these guys doing? Let's look at the Seekers. Seekers slash got 56 kills. Pretty good, not bad. The battle between Ted and Epidemius is very one-sided, but then Epidemius is currently, you know, chair-bound and Ted has no wank arms. So, I mean, frankly, that is not a good matchup for Epidemius. Yeah, he's getting wrecked. Getting absolutely fucking bodied. As is his army. We've knocked out one unit on the flank. We're now rolling up to help out the rest of our units. The big attack on our far left is petering out, although the Bloodletters did take an absolute thrashing from those Froggos. But Epidemius down. The rest of his army is going to disintegrate from sadness. That's what you get. I do kind of want. I could do with the replenishment, but if we lean in, we get more research rate, and we're immune to contact effects, like hugs. Can't get me now. God, why is our replenishment so bullshit? I thought it was down to this, but it's just bad. Like, holy shit. Like, really bad. Should it be this bad? It feels really bad. I'm almost tempted to this one. Just to give me a little bit more. Yes. I mean, it could have given you some slightly better replenishment to start off with, but never mind. I'm kind of happy with my claws, my no wank arms. 2 broken arms. Let's. I kind of feel like I need defenses, considering we're bordering Boris and he's about to kick off. I don't think we've got a choice in the matter, really, unfortunately. I don't think we've got a choice in the matter. We're going to have to go and just go for it. Just going to have to go for it. Wait, what does this do? A soul web. Oh, that gives more souls. Yeah, that'd be quite useful, but unfortunately, can't afford it right now. That's not really going to help us, is it? This would be pretty legit. Basically, I need 1,000 souls. Currently, I've got 0. Which is a bit less than I need. So, need to boost those. Those are rookie numbers. Need to boost those numbers up. Why can't I recruit anything? I do have the money. Oh, it's because we've got the maximum number. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to get rid... the blue horrors are kind of shit, aren't they? I'm going to get rid of the blue horrors. And I'm going to get... yes... maybe? Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Let's get some Marauder Horsemen, because I think they're going to be more useful. Especially for hit and run attacks. God, just replenishment's terrible. Right, then we need to go and beat the shit out of Epidemius, which... technically easy. Theoretically slightly more tricky. But we can do it. We can do it, although we've got Boris on my back now. Boris does tend to die quite early, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that might be because of the Daemon Prince. So that might be my problem to deal with. Oh well, absolute worst case, everyone dies. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.